In this lesson titled Entering Data with Autofill, we're in Lesson 02, Entering Data, and we're on the Worksheet tab, Autofill. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that we can see this clearly. I'm going to come down to my zoom bar, and I'm going to click on the plus icon 8 times. Each time I click, it'll increase it by 10%. So we're now at 180%, and we can see this a little more clearly. In our example here, we've put down the profits and the expenses. One thing that would be nice is to put in what these time increments are here. Let's say that they're days of the week. We learned in a previous lesson that I can simply click and type to enter data into that cell. I'm going to type Monday. Now, using my tab key, I can move over one and type Tuesday. Besides the problem of needing to spell everything correctly, we also run across the problem that this is quite time-consuming. So Excel has developed one of the most powerful tools that you'll use when using Excel. It's called Autofill. Let's erase Tuesday by just simply clicking on it and hitting delete on our keyboard. Autofill automatically recognizes any type of series or pattern and will automatically fill it in for you. Now, in order to use the tool correctly, you need to recognize that with any cell is selected, there is a tiny little green square in the bottom right corner. That's called the autofill handle. When you move your mouse directly over it, your cursor changes to an autofill cursor. So with the autofill cursor currently active, I can click with my left mouse button, that's the regular mouse button, right on the autofill handle, and I can drag it across. Now watch as I drag it across, the screen tip down below is actually changing, telling us what is going to be put in each one of those cells. I'm going to drag it all the way across, and now I'm going to release my mouse button. This is really quite a powerful tool, as you can see, and especially for someone like me that's a poor speller, it spelled everything correctly for me. So I simply click, and we've completed Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let's explore a little bit some of the things that we can do with autofill. Maybe instead of days of the week, these were quarters. So here is our shortcut for quarter one. I'm simply going to drag my autofill handle and start pulling. You see the screen tip is completing it for me, showing me what's going to be put in each one. Let's pull all the way across and see what happens. I get quarter 1, 2, 3, 4, and Excel knows that I'm talking about quarters, and so it simply starts over again, quarter 1, 2, 3. There's no quarter 5. Well, let's try something else. How about just a Q? Space and a letter 1. Again, grab the autofill handle, and we see that that works as well. What are some other words that are part of a series? The months of the year. How about the abbreviation for January? Grab my autofill and pull it across. So now I want to talk a little bit about acronyms, and we do need to be a little careful. Let's try this one. Tuesday sometimes is represented this way, but because it is not an officially recognized acronym for Tuesday, it doesn't work. Autofill, if it does not recognize the word, will simply repeat. So anytime you see a repeat instead of a series, you know that it is not recognizing what you've typed. The correct acronym for Tuesday is actually just a 3-letter acronym. So Excel only accepts 3-letter acronyms. You can't use any 4-letter acronyms. But you could use a 3-letter acronym and a number, and that will work. But anyways, let's try Tuesday as a 3-letter acronym. We click our autofill handle and pull it across. And do you see where it picked up right at Tuesday? And it went to Sunday and then started over again with Monday. And then the next one would be Tuesday. I'm going to delete all of these to make a little room for us. So I'm going to click here in C10 and drag down to the corner so it selects all of these, and then just hit delete on my keyboard. And now I'm going to click away to remove that selection. Let's try some other things that we can do. What if here I typed Saturday? I'll use an abbreviation. The autofill handle is here. So far we've shown that we can drag to the right and it will extend out our series. But I want to show that we can also drag down to extend our series. And interestingly, we can drag up to go backwards. I click away and click back again, and I'm going to click here on the handle and this time go to the left, which is also considered backward. So it works up and down and left and right. To go forward, you click and drag to the right. To go backwards, to the left. To go backwards, you can go up. To go forward, you can go down. Autofill, a very powerful tool in Excel.